So Ball Guy Show starts right now. Hope you enjoy the show. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
What's up, everybody? Before we get started with episode 13 of season 2, we're saddened for the death of Michael Mahal, who passed away last week. He was an independent film producer, writer, director. Our heart and our prayers go out to his brother Sonny and to the rest of his family. He's going to surely be missed. Just again, keep him and keep his family in prayer. Check out his IMDb page. He's completed 17 films before his passing, and there's still some in the works, which I believe they're going to complete. And I think they're going to shut down the company. It's been a little rough patch for them after his death. But just keep that family in prayer, please. Also, there's another family that we met at church who lost their grandbaby in a horrible accident in the driveway here in Coffin, Texas. I'll save you the details. But there is a GoFundMe page, which I'm going to share that as well. It's such a terrible accident that they cannot even live in that home. Their children cannot live in their home. So they need some help to gather their things and to be able to move. So there's a GoFundMe page to try and help them gather some funds so they can move on with their lives in this tough time. My guest today, he's an aspiring podcaster and a film creator. Let's bring him on. Jeffrey, what's up, buddy? Jeffrey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. How you doing, man? How you doing?
Good. Good. I'm ready to get my podcast up and going. Jeffrey D Unplugged, and soon for Houston.
Cool, man. Cool. And before we talk about that, let's talk about you, man. Where exactly are you from? I know you live in Houston. Have you always been from Houston?
No, actually, from Kansas, moved to Oklahoma City, then down here to Houston. I went to school for technical training, electronics back then. Now it's been exported and all that stuff, and got my started in broadcast engineering and worked in TV. I had a guy that looked at my resume when I was just graduating Vo-Tech, and he brought me in, and the rest is history.
Cool, man. So you do have so you want to put all that stuff to use, and growing up, what kind of films were you into?
Jeez, I like the horror. That's kind of why I'm producing a movie here. I don't know if it's going to be this year. I have a guy in Houston. He's kind of my mentor and a professional. I only deal with professionals like yourself. And the movie, the more I think about it, I had to, besides producing the movie, I had to think about my safety. It's on the bad side of Houston. Yeah. And there's a lot of movies out Houston on Tubi. The acting is completely horrible. I'm going to probably watch a couple more, maybe repeated movies tonight and see what they're doing wrong. Like I can give them advice. I don't have their resume on me, but I mean the acting. Even if they got people out of U of H that were, accessories to the movie, the acting's horrible.
Well, there's a film on Tubi by a guy named Juan C. Vasquez, and he recorded it in Houston. It's called The Squad.
Okay.
Check that film out. Really good film. He's from Florida, but he's done quite a few things here in Texas, and one of them is based on a true story. It takes place in the 70s.
Oh, okay.
But really cool film with my buddy Mike Chop, Kenny Ruiz.
Nice.
And yeah, Juan C. Vasquez, they call him the king of the indie films. El Rey de
Uh,
indie films.
what is the movie title?
It's called The Squad.
Oh, okay, easy name.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, got it.
yeah. And you'll see Juan C. Vasquez, Mike Chop, Kenny Ruiz is in that film. It's a very cool. It's a very good film. Like I said, it's based, and it's about a police squad that got put together with a bunch of Latinos to bring down the cartels in Houston.
Oh, that man, I'd
During,
be
during,
that.
during the drug times of the 70s.
Okay,
So,
okay.
very, very cool film. So it's based on a true story. It was created and directed by Juan C. Vasquez, starring Juan C. Vasquez as well. So check that film out. And,
Okay, cool.
especially if you check out films within Houston, the Houston area. So tell me about your film. What is your film? What is your film? What are you trying to do with your film? What is your film about? If you're able to share, what have you come up with? What are your thoughts on your film?
Oh, well, first question. If I want, I could do a lot with social media. Is this live going to be on your page? That way, I could just download it and do what I want with it. Share it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, this recording will drop later today.
Okay,
It's not
cool.
live. It's being recorded. So yeah, it'll
Okay.
drop later today.
Cool.
On my YouTube page, and I will definitely share that with you.
Okay, cool. The movie Beyond the Darkness. It was kind of a weird. When I was living on the southwest side, I had the idea because I lived pretty close to Bissonnet. You might know about that in Houston. It's well known for prostitution, probably a lot of other activities. But I thought, okay, I had this idea. Then I was watching a movie about a black couple, and I thought, okay, add that element to what I want to do. So I thought, okay, how about a husband and wife, married couple? Husband's an abusive man. He works in construction. His wife is an elementary school teacher, and we all know teachers don't make crap. And he asked her to basically make more money, have another source of income. And she was thinking about that. We all need a little bit more bread. And she asked one of her colleagues, another teacher, elementary teacher at her school, how can we make some more money? And that's when the whole idea of both women kind of exploring the streets of selling your body. And she doesn't tell it to the husband. She has a part-time job at Denny's or something like that. So, yeah, I'm kind of basing it around that.
And Beyond the Darkness, I like the title. The title sounds cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. And like I said, okay. So your favorite films growing up were horror. What were some of your favorite titles growing up? What were some of your favorite films?
I know I'm in Texas, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that scared the hell out of me.
That was a scary film.
Yeah, and I didn't know much about Texas back then. I discovered Houston by accident because I needed another city to live in. Oklahoma was boring and it's interesting I say that. I mentioned Oklahoma or Oklahoma City down here, and Houstonians, they want to ask about Oklahoma. They don't give a shit about Houston. They want to know about Oklahoma. Like, oh, yeah, we went to the casino and Indian tribes. Like, oh, yeah, I know all about that. But I was in a relationship back then, and we explored Oklahoma and Dallas. Dallas was the closest city back then. It's like a 3-hour drive from Oklahoma City. And I thought, okay, go to Dallas, and we went to JFK Memorial thing down there.
Yeah, and that's where I live. I live near Dallas.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm originally from Florida. We've been here 3.5 years.
Okay.
I was born and raised in South Florida. We've been here for about 3.5 years now, and I love it here.
Yeah, well, welcome, neighbor.
Thank you. We should have moved here 10 years ago, but God knows what He's doing.
Yeah.
So you're currently working on your first film. Have you? Do you have anything? Do you have other films that you have planned, or you're just working one at a time, and
Yeah, one at
if you get this lifted off, and then move from there.
Yeah, the last part. I'm very picky. I've been around the best in production. I worked at a network TV. I worked for PBS for
Okay, wow.
2 or 3 years. Because I started out with PBS. Learned, I had a guy, like I said, believed in me, and I had electronics, technical skills. At that time, we were converting to analog to digital TV, and I seen the best of the best equipment. I mean, we had money. The state, PBS is state funded. They had the best money to put out, and I helped install the equipment. We went from an old. I could probably share it on my Facebook, but when I started there, had to be at least 2 months before we went to this broadcast digital board, all lit up, automated. But when I started there, it was I forget what they even call that thumb you see in mixer boards that have that when you transition a video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had the old board, 1970s looking deal.
Wow.
But the old buttons, they still lit up. At least this thing kind of did, but it had the fade in, fade out. The new boards, they still have that. I forget what that lever is, but it's like a fade in, fade out, and transition. But I went from that to help installing that with the engineers, and that was in Kansas. Then my family here, not here, but in Oklahoma. I wanted to be around more family, so I moved to Oklahoma, and still same stuff. I started out at a Christian station, working overnights, and I wasn't used to the overnights, but just like here in Houston, I can adapt to any shift. I might be brain dead for about 2 weeks, but no, really. I had a job here.
It's not for everybody, man. Night shift is not for everybody.
It's kind of weird. This month of June, actually, starting tomorrow, my old job might be calling me back. I'm on the call list to come back. I was doing electrical and fabrication. I have no idea what shift I'll do, but it's strange. The lead man there, he texted me on my phone. I don't even know his Facebook, but it was early a.m. He said, "Is it 5:20 a.m. yet?" And I looked at it like, "Well, yeah, dude. I mean, you got a watch, you got a phone. It's at 5:20. Go to work, bud. Go to work, dude." And we were used to working 4:30 to 1 a.m., 3 a.m.
Wow.
And I like that schedule better because I was smarter. Daytime, I feel like a brain fart on steroids. Like, damn, it's like I gotta travel. That's why I live so close to work. I don't have to think. I just drive, take a left, take a right, boom, I'm there.
And now, that's amazing. You have the experience when it comes to electronics and engineering for all that stuff. So that's good, man. So you could probably get connected with quite a few people as you get your thing lifted up. And we definitely gotta get that. We gotta do that. We'll get you connected with some people.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Of course, man. Of course. And I find it so important that helping each other out, supporting each other. So tell me about your podcast. What are your plans? Are you looking for a co-host?
Yeah, co-host. I grew up in Oklahoma. Not grew up, but being in Oklahoma, I listened to the Howard Stern show. I know there's debates. He was a gross pig and crap like that. And I thought, opinions aside, I listened to his show. I gave it a 200 episodes. I wanted to get his feel, and I just like it so much. I just watched that many, and I like how he has kind of a marriage with the I forget her name, the female behind the booth. I forget her name.
I know. I've seen a couple of his episodes, depending on who his guests will be.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I forgot her name.
Yeah, black lady. That she laughs a lot, and I thought, okay, I like that. I like that charisma, and I thought, how about I do a show like that? I know he's been fined by the FCC for being who he is, and I thought, you know what?
He's considered the shock jock.
Shock jock.
That's where you're shock jock. It's
Yeah.
like like shock rock, but he's a shock jock.
Yeah.
So he pushes the envelope beyond the line.
I know.
He doesn't go close to the line. No, he passes the line and he says,
Yeah.
if I get fined, I get fined. We'll pay the fine, and hey,
Go on.
The viewership goes up.
Yeah.
He's not my cup of tea, but I know he's very popular. He's very popular, and the more power to him. Hey,
I don't want to
watch him.
I don't really want to be him because he's only him. I want to gain. I want to gain your viewership, the next viewership, and the next viewership, and even maybe some. Well, your audience better than me since we just met, but I want to be loved by a lot of people because there's a lot of people that are hurting, and I'm known for comedy, but that's just me. I don't have to work at it. I just do it. So.
Okay, so at least I have an idea of what you want to do, and so you definitely want to co-host a female co-host, right?
Yes,
pretty much. All right, cool, man, cool, and so and your podcast. So you want to be entertaining, obviously, and you want some comedy in there, but you want to talk about anything or
open topic, open topic.
It can be sports, film, music, anything.
Yeah, sport. Interesting you say that on sports. I don't know a damn thing about teams except for the Texas teams. I'm in Texas, so I got to know my Texas stuff. Mm-hmm. But never got into sports. So if I have somebody on my podcast, they're gonna have to take over that show because I don't. I know what a touchdown is and all that kind of crap. It's like unless it's ice skating because I was into Scott Hamilton. That's the sports I love. I can get into that kind of stuff. But as far as like Super Bowl, I have never watched Super Bowl since I've been alive. I just
really,
yeah.
Oh, man, wow.
I know. I just I watched football being in Oklahoma, and I thought, you know what, this crap's boring to me. Oh God!
Hey, it's not, like I said, it's not for everybody. Just like same thing. I guess the same thing as Howard Stern. He's not for everybody. Football's not for everybody. I love football. It has changed throughout the years. Mm-hmm. Same thing with basketball and baseball. It's changed throughout the years. But if you like, for example, you like figure skating, you can find retired figure skaters, and as your show grows, you can find, you can start, and that's what I did. Again, and thank you for saying what you said. I don't have a lot of viewers. I only got 112 subscribers. But to me, that I'm blessed by those 112 subscribers. I feel blessed. I feel honored that I have 100. God bless those 112 subscribers, and God bless everybody that's viewed the show thus far. God bless each and every single one of them. I love each and every single one of them. I do have a lot of supporters, but how I found those supporters, I start finding people. And let me tell you something. A lot of these people have become very, very good friends of mine.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And that's how, and it's like, the same, exactly how you reached me, that's how I did.
I do a lot of networking.
I did that. I wasn't allowed into Facebook back in the day. I wasn't until I got into podcasting, until I created the show. And I just started sending friend requests to certain people. And I fell in love with the indie film industry.
Yeah, indie. I love indie.
Yeah, man. And I just mentioned Michael Mahal, who just passed away last week. He was huge and well respected in the indie film industry, who just passed away. As a matter, it's amazing. I was about to reach out to him within the next couple of weeks to have him on the show later this season, and unfortunately, he passed away. Him and me have messaged each other back and forth within the last year or so. But anyways, I'm rambling on. The point is, the way I've had guests on, I start messaging them. Hey, I have this podcast on YouTube, and would love to have you on. And as guests started popping up, I started having my episodes. As I message new people, I'll share a couple of the episodes with them. Yeah. And if it's a musician, I share musical guests with that musician. If it's an actor, I'll share actors or actor guests or
Sure.
musical director guests with them. So and that's how. And some of them say, "Yeah, great, I'll do it." Others say no. Unfortunately, some people have asked for money. I don't. My show doesn't make money. I don't do this for money. I don't make money off of this. You know what I mean? Uh, so I'm not in a position to pay any guests.
Sure.
So I go, hey, I respect that you asked for money for this, and I get that this is how you make your bread and butter. If one day I'm in a position for that, I'll hit you back up. But other than that, I don't pay any guests.
Yeah, interesting you say that. Interesting you say that. There are women here in Houston that like being paid, and Houston's a money town. That's kind of why I thought about doing. I have a relationship show I put on every now and then. I watch the YouTube. I make sure it's relevant and all that. But yeah, women they want to get paid, and I thought, nah. First of all, I have to get to know you because you want to get paid, and I got to know your personality and make sure you're going to be on my show, and then we can talk about money. But they don't need to get that. They don't need to get past that. They just want me to cash app them. I thought, no.
Yeah, and I get it. Someone want to get paid for the time, and I understand that. That's their bread and butter.
Yeah.
Most of the people, and let me tell you something. And I've had people who are well known, but they don't. They go on podcasts because of the passion and the love for promoting their show, promoting their music, promoting their film, and that's pretty much why I do. I do it because I love to get to know people.
Me too.
Not so much because I want to be popular. Listen, if I only get one viewership, if I only get one view, great. I don't want just one view, not because of me. I want more views because I want people to know. For example, in this case, I want people to view Jeffrey D Unplugged. Okay, Jeffrey D is coming up with a podcast. Let's check this guy out. I hope thousands of people get to watch this video so they can keep a track on you, not on JC, but on Jeffrey D.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Let's see what Jeffrey D's doing, and that's the point of this. That's what this podcast has become about.
Sure.
About the other people, not about JC.
Well, I'm glad we met. I'm glad we met. You're my neighbor.
Yeah. We're only a couple hours away. A little bit more, maybe 3.5 4 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
But so at least I have an idea of what you're looking for, and I can keep an eye out on people who's looking.
Okay.
To possibly collaborate. But yeah, man. But just I'll start. And I've said to a couple people, make sure you hit up on them because they're looking to. Have you set up your YouTube page, or are you planning on doing it on Spotify or what?
Interesting about the YouTube topic. I was doing a show here in Houston, 2017. I think it was during COVID or something like that. About music. I found a guy. I think it was on my old account, my old Facebook. I think it got hacked or something, so I had to really secure. This is a new one. Facebook. This is one I like because I can get on Marketplace. The other account I couldn't do Marketplace with. I thought, okay, why? Maybe a Facebook error. And there was a lot of problems on the other Facebook. I thought, just create a new account, start over. Hey, it's me, blah, blah, blah. But outside of that, my old Facebook account had the CryptoCast. Now I forget. It was a good show. I'm probably going to use the soundtrack on the show. It was written by a guy that he does. He's a musician here in Houston. I forget his name. It's gonna be one of those deals that I'd have to go back on my Facebook and find him. But the show was good. Unfortunately, you got to watch it in these big cities. Somebody pitches you for an idea, and you don't know their background and the background of this other individual and his wife. They were going through a divorce at the time. I thought, oh boy, great. Add to the drama. But I couldn't find him because I thought, okay, here's my show schedule. We'll look for venues in Houston, and he would make it to the venues, but I couldn't meet with him. So we were all, we didn't have the idea set up, and I just I had to part ways with him. He was doing some illegal substances, and I can't be promoting that on my show, especially if you're high as crap.
No.
Yeah, if you're dancing around doing all this weird stuff. I thought, oh crap, no, we're gonna have to end this relationship. So yeah, I guess I don't know what he was doing. I forgot the name of the drug, but oh yeah, he had a lot of followers. That's strange. He had it was a lot of followers in Houston, and they liked him because they felt sorry for him because he was messed up in the head. And I thought, this ain't going very well for me. Now I'm dealing with a mental idiot. So
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, you don't want to promote. You don't want to be associated. I mean,
associated.
One thing is helping a person out, another thing having them and promoting that kind of stuff on your show.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, say, oh, this guy, because there's perception. You know, people are going to say, well, Jeffrey is promoting drugs, or if he has this guy on his show, he's partnered with this guy, that means he's probably doing it as well.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you know, I don't care how many followers he has. He might have millions of followers. It's not worth it.
Yeah, no, that's
it's not worth it.
I mean, I might be a little crazy when I get my show really popular, but it's gonna be a Howard Stern crazy. It's not gonna be me going on a rant and going on camera and saying, blank this, blank that. It's like, no, I mean, you got to be a broadcaster / podcaster. You can't, have a hissy fit and try to get out there. I mean, you might go viral on somebody takes your stuff and puts it on a news station, but yeah, your reputation is known for your good luck having a job. You'll be in handcuffs.
Yeah, and that's key also, because you gotta remember, if you do have a 9 to 5,
yeah,
you gotta be careful you gotta be careful, especially nowadays. They're searching for you, and they're gonna be saying, okay, let's see what Jeffrey, he has a show. Let's see what his show was about this weekend. And then on Monday they're gonna call you to the office and go, hey buddy,
yeah,
either bring it down or you're out,
And so I've been through that, but not with the podcast. Like, no, I don't like the office anymore, unless it's cookies and stuff you're passing out to coworkers. Like, no, I don't like that. I was called in the other day, anyway, for they had a luncheon for the manager. Yeah, they had a luncheon for the management and all that, and no one told me that I wasn't supposed to be part of that. And the main manager. To be honest with you, the way he handled it was kind of no comment. But I thought, oh no, if you offer me cupcakes, I'm gonna refuse it. You killed my appetite. I'll eat at home. I don't have to worry about management at home. Nope, I'll eat at home. Yeah, I work at a strange place where you can actually vape at work too. And I thought, okay, interesting. I mean, I guess it's a cool, relaxed workplace. It's like, okay.
And who have been some of your favorite actors and actresses?
There's so many. Yeah, I like Sylvester Stallone. I like it. Man, that I'd have to say hundreds of them, male and female.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of good talent out there. There's a lot of talent there's a lot of good talent. But let me tell you something. I'll like I said, I'll send you some names of people you could collaborate with.
Okay.
And other people you can definitely invite onto your show as you build your when are you looking to launch your podcast? Within next month, next couple months?
Next month.
Yeah. And do you have a co-host in mind or not? You're still looking?
Still looking. I'm open. I mean, I have a lady, I like her. I'm gonna have her on, but an alternative, if she's busy with, life gets busy. I need maybe 2 other alternatives.
Okay, so you probably have a couple of them. Just in case
one. If one is busy, life happens. It's kind of strange. It's kind of strange. I was looking for a co-host a couple months ago because I thought, okay, line this up before I do this. I heard so many excuses, and I make a joke personally with friends. I said, finding a co-host is like finding, I forget the analogy I use, but everybody's got a birthday. They're celebrating every weekend at night. And I thought, holy crap, is your dog sick? That means that's another reason you can't go on because your dog's sick. And I thought maybe the dog ate your homework. So yeah, I had so many excuses.
And let me ask you this: are you planning on doing it live, or are you planning on recording and then to have
Alive,
edit?
alive.
You're planning on doing it live. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I can edit like a crazy, man, but it's a lot of work, and I'd rather just have it uncut. If I can't stumble on my words, the other person stumbles, I'm not going to edit that out. It's gonna have to be what it is.
That's cool, man. That's cool. I mean, if you're comfortable doing that, man, that's great. I mean, a lot of people do it live. I've had last season, I had a few, maybe a handful of live episodes. But this year, this season has only been pre-recorded. For example, usually my episodes drop on Saturdays, 9 or 10 a.m.
Okay.
You know, but since we're recording today, Saturday, this will drop later on.
Okay. Cool.
Day. Just like I have time to download it and then upload it on YouTube.
Yeah, upload
it. But I haven't done a live this season. But
okay.
Lives could be interesting. Live could be. You never know what the other person might say, and you never know what might pop up.
That's what. Yeah.
Makes it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fun.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
Let me ask you a couple other questions. What do you like to do for fun, man? Just so I can know, just so people can get to know you a little bit better.
I'm a car guy.
You like cars? Okay.
Yeah. I grew up around hot rods, custom cars back in Kansas. Not so much in Oklahoma. Down here, we get the slab culture, and I never really got involved in that. I seen them on the streets. They, I do my own thing. I've always been more independent. I see, different parts of Houston, you're going to see different, like I said, it's a slab city. And I like how these guys convert the old, school cars to what they are. And I love that. So it's culture to me.
Cool, man. Cool. Anything else you want to share before we part?
Nope, that's it. I'm just waiting for the grand finale, and me and you can connect. I could do what I got to do on my end, so we're good. We are good.
Cool, man. Cool. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna send you some more names, and man, if you have any question, any advice that I can give you, just hit me up, man. Like I said, I'm not a pro. Like I said,
me either.
I do this for fun. What I do before I have a guest, I do a little bit of my homework. If they're in the film industry, I watch some of the films.
Mm-hmm.
If it's music, I make sure I listen to the music. If I haven't heard the music in a while, I'll go back in there. I'll listen to the music a little bit just so I can get back in. I do a little bit of my homework. Then I have a list of questions. So that's what I do.
That's what I do too. Prepare.
Be prepared. Yeah. All right, brother. Man, like I said, I'm here for you. Whatever you need, hit me up.
Appreciate you.
Guys, make sure you hit like and share. And keep an eye out for Jeffrey D. Unplugged. He will be coming up soon, man. As soon as the show is up and ready, I'll be sharing. God bless you guys.